Atiku promises to release Kanu within 100 days from the day he becomes president. Wabara, welcome to the news, and please subscribe to our channel. To get notified when we post hot juicy news update, please click on the notification bell. Atiku Abubakar has promised to free Nnamdi Kanu if he wins the presidential election this month. Kanu, the leader of the Organization of the Prohibited Indigenous Peoples of Biafra, IPOB, has been detained since last year. Since 2021, please. But the chairman of the Council of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Senator Vows, Wabara, spoke during the party's presidential campaign in Umuahia, the capital of Abia State, on Saturday. The party has promised to release the head of IPOB within the first 100 days of his rule. Atiku promised to release his son, Nnamdi Kanu, within 100 days from the day he becomes president. He is not afraid of anyone. He will do what he promised, Wabara said. The former president of the Senate urged the voters of the state of Abia to vote for the People Democratic Party presidential candidate on February 25th. Atiku has previously visited the Umuahia Town Stadium for the event with his running mate, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta State, the party's national president, Iyorchia Ayu, Governor Udom Emmanuel of Akwa Ibom State, and Aminu Tambuwal of Sokoto State. Among the entourage were former Vice President Nnamdi Sambo and members of the People Democratic Board of Directors. Former Governor of Abia, Teodoro Oji, former PDP presidential candidate Sam Ohabonwa, and party supporters in Abia State were also present to welcome the entourage. However, Governor Okezie Bazo of the state of Abia was absent from the campaign. His deputy, Ude Okechukwu, was present. Now, this is what I'm going to say. It is easy to make these promises. If there is anything at all those politicians have taught us, is they have taught us not to believe them. For every time they come out and tell us this is what we will do, they go in and do the entire opposite. And there is something very similar about it. In fact, the ruling party, the APC, has even cemented that particular belief of these politicians cannot do what they say they will do. In fact, they do the exact opposite of what they say they will do. Now, it is very easy to say this now. I'm going to ask, how are you going to get this done? I think there's a how problem. It is very easy to come out and say, I'm going to make insecurity disappear in Nigeria in 6 months. It is very easy to say, I am going to make agriculture better. I'm going to improve the agricultural sector. But the thing is, how are you going to do that? What if you face challenges there? What is going to happen? Will you go and say, yes, I promise, but now there's challenges? No. Like I said, these politicians have groomed us not to believe them. Whatever they're getting from us now, it is what they're giving. How are you going to do this? How? And it is actually funny, this particular piece, they're using it to see if they can use it to get voters. Should I say voters, more voters from the southeastern region? Because at least they'll come, look at even your so-called, even your so-called kinsman, even your so-called brother, permit me to use the word brother, he has not come out to say he's going to release this your kinsman. Rather, it is somebody who is, the thing is, whether Atiku promises to release Nnamdi Kanu or not, it doesn't make him suitable for that position. Whether Atiku promises heaven and earth, it doesn't make him suitable. There is something people are forgetting. This particular party, PDP and APC, they are all practicing exclusivity. And if you're exclusive in the microcosm of a party, in the macrocosm of a party, and that's in a micro setting, how are you not going to be exclusive when you are in a micro setting, when you're in a bigger setting? Okay, let me explain this further. Now, in the People's Democratic Party, they have what they call regional exclusion. Regional exclusion. Why? Because they gave their presidential ticket to a northerner. And we have a northerner on seat. Now they're going to come up with stories. The PDP and the PDP. It was a Southerner that was the last person, a Southerner that was the last person to be president. Unfortunately, we are not talking about PDP. We are not talking about the Federal Republic of PDP here. We're talking about the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Two different things. And the last time I checked, we have a constitution in Nigeria that will follow that, yes, even though you're going to say it is not written in the constitution, we have an unwritten rule of rotational presidency along the sides or along the 6 geopolitical zones. Correct. Now, why would you present to the public a presidential candidate from the same region that we have the one who is currently administrating from? They're from the same place. That is exclusivity. And then, I don't even want to go into details how this is causing a kind of crisis in their party, and they're not doing anything about it. If you cannot do the right thing within a smaller setting, within a smaller circle, how are you going to do the right thing when you are in a bigger circle? That is it. If you cannot practice charity at home, how will you practice the charity outside? That is one question. Then in the All Progressive Congress, we are having the same exclusion. I said exclusivity before. Exclusion. The what's it called? The APC, they have a Southerner, which we are going to say, okay, fine, is correct. But religious-wise, they're excluding a major religion. Major. In Nigeria here, we have the Christian and Muslim. There are 2 major religions. That does not mean that those are the 2 major. That does not mean that these are the only religion that exists. It's just that this is the 2 that is being recognized. And you go ahead to exclude a whole Christianity religion. And to you, it is perfectly okay. There's something that I'm going somewhere with this. So it does not mean that you come out and promise and that any other person did not come out to promise. It does not make you the right person. To me, APC and PDP, they stand. I cannot call one without calling the other because the 2 are guilty of the same crime. 2 of them are standing on shallow ground. They're not standing from where it's okay. PDP had the opportunity, I keep saying it, if there is any party that had opportunity to come in and just, sweep all the votes, it's PDP. But they decided, I don't know what this thing was. Believe you me, if you traveled all throughout, this, let's say early 2022, before the primary election and all that, you will see people that will tell you they don't even need to, everybody was ready to vote for PDP until they came up with a nothing candidate. So yes, the thing is, how is he going to do that? You are not, how? How is he going to do that? How? It is now a how problem. A man who got frightened by a threat from his religion brothers. Oh, another scenario concerning a stand against the gruesome murder of an innocent Christian girl. And he deleted this message. Is here making promises to catch cheap vote. What a porous political promise. I am telling you. You understand? I am telling you. So coming here now to tell us, how am I sure the same people that made him, that influenced his change of thoughts that time will not come and also influence his change of action then? I beg. Nigerians,